So, Paul,
Yes, Josh.
you're on the Facebook
I am. Well, not currently, but most of the time, yes.
in the general sense.
In the general sense, yes. I am a member of the Facebook community.
Here's something I've noticed, and,
Okay.
there's a bit of a straw in my craw.
Your craw has a straw.
My craw has a straw. There's a straw in my craw.
That makes sense.
I thought so. I look at a lot of the friends that I have, and a lot of them have this. In Facebook, there's the box you can fill in for religion. There's the box for political affiliation or something.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of people have politicians are scum. They're all the same.
Yeah.
I eat cheese. Just random crap in their political affiliation.
Yeah, I will admit, my political affiliation, I believe on my Facebook, is Diamond Star Motors, is what I listed my political affiliation as. However,
Yes.
and I know you got a point here, but I do want to make it perfectly clear that when I say my political affiliation is Diamond Star Motors, it actually means something within the political realm. I'm not just being a jackass.
Not just being a jackass.
No, I am being a jackass, but
Right.
not just. It's like an onion. There's more layers there. Except,
Okay.
unlike an onion, when you get to the center, there's a peanut. A nugget of truth.
A pea nugget of truth.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, back to my problem.
Okay.
A lot of people feel disenchanted, disaffiliated, disassociated with the political experience, and that's why they write these things.
Yes.
This is just really a sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Well, okay, I will grant you the premise. I do have a little bit of a question. Like, I don't know if they actually do necessarily feel disenchanted and disassociated with the political process. I believe that they haven't even investigated the political process. I think they're just saying that. It just seems like a hip thing to say. Is that
You may actually be right.
I've been screwed over by politics. You've never even looked into it.
Maybe you have been, but you're not participating in being screwed over in politics. This is my problem.
Yeah.
This is the heart of my problem, is that you haven't picked a team. There's only two teams. I mean, you'd be a Green Party member if you want to.
Sure.
There's only two teams, and those two teams cater to the people on their team.
Yes.
If you're not on their team, they don't cater to you.
This is true.
They don't give a damn about you. And that's my problem, is that you feel like politics hasn't done anything for you. It's democratic system. You matter. Your vote matters as a collective. So, the
does.
more you participate, the more you get out of it.
And you say there's only two parties, and that's fine. And you say, kind of dismissively, like, well, you can join the Green Party if you want to. I don't think, that's kind of ancillary to your point, though, because if you put Green Party, I would still respect you more than I respect someone who put, politics is stupid. At least with Green Party, you're making a choice, whether you...
Well, there is actually something to be said for the Green Party. I mean, if you think about it, the more people that join the Green Party, the further to the left the Democratic Party has to go. Same thing with the Libertarian, capital L, Party. The further they have to go in that direction. That's the whole idea behind the Tea Party. The Tea Party, they pushed the Republicans further to the right.
Yes.
Because they came up with this third option, and they said, hey, we're going to choose this third option. You better co-opt us. So the Republican Party moves further to the right to get all those Tea Party votes.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If the Green Party had a larger base and it wasn't just a bunch of, stoned college students, then the Democratic Party would have to move further to the left. You would get more of what you want, but you still would have to participate. You can be lazy and complain about how nobody's ever done anything for you. That's a gimme, gimme, gimme attitude. It's a participatory system.
Well, like those Occupy Wall Street people. All they want is the gimme, gimme, gimme. Except for that's actually not the case at all. but yeah, okay. So it is. This is what I think is. This is one symptom of this thing you and I have talked about a couple of times.
Okay.
And it still enrages me every day. It pisses me off every day, and it is cynicism. Oh my God, I cannot stand...
Cynicism, that's exactly what it is. It's
Yeah.
cynicism, and my problem with this is it's empty cynicism.
Yeah.
You don't even have life experience to base it upon. Other people told you politicians are scum.
Yeah.
Politicians are nothing but cheap opportunists. You need to be the opportunity. If you're the opportunity, they will take advantage of your position. Whatever your position is. If enough people got together and said, I hate badgers, you know what? There would be a referendum to the Constitution. asking to outlaw badgers.
Yeah, maybe so.
Because, the politicians just want to be reelected. Just tell me what you want me to say.
Right.
What do you want me to say? And you, by putting, the parties are all the same, I hate politics, leave me alone, saying that says my opinion doesn't matter.
Yes.
Same thing as these people. Whenever I have the opportunity to do a survey, I always do the survey.
Well, surveys can be fun.
Nobody does surveys, which means that since I do a survey, my opinion actually does matter.
Yeah, more so than it would if everyone actually did do the survey.
Right. Well, there's the problem right there. But that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, getting involved with things makes you more powerful. It gets you more of what you want.
And the cynicism aspect, this aspect of, people putting on their Facebook, on their political views or whatever of, politicians are all liars or something like that. That is a common, cynical position to say that all politicians lie all the time, so what's the point? And, the statement I would have regarding that is, do they? Point out a lie that a politician has said. Yeah, there's been some. Okay.
I'm going to lower taxes.
Yeah, but the problem with that is it's never just a black and white simple issue like that. Obama gets elected on the idea he's going to fix healthcare. You know what he hasn't done? He hasn't fixed healthcare.
He's a liar.
Did he lie about that? Well, he put in more work than any other president previous to try and get some sort of modification to the current healthcare system.
That's true.
Fought tooth and nail and ultimately got some ghost of a shell of what he wanted somewhat through, and now the Republicans are freaking out and trying to get rid of it. He didn't lie about that. I don't think politicians, for the most part, do lie. I think that they may campaign on overstating.
Yeah, they oversell. That's exactly what they do. They oversell the point. Because if you elect a guy to reform healthcare, when it's time for re-election, he needs to be able to point to healthcare and say, look, I did that.
Yep.
See? Look what I did. So they will, whatever. And again, even if they are liars, it doesn't matter. They're liars for you.
Right.
They're your proxy. If you don't vote, you don't participate, you don't care, you don't have a proxy. There's nobody in the representative democracy representing you. And you've given up.
And there is, very few people are even really considering the fact that, they are really going to try to avoid falsely representing themselves, because as much as they want to get elected, they also want to get reelected.
Yep, and a liar doesn't get reelected.
No, if I run on a platform of I am absolutely not going to bomb Iran, and then first day in office I blow the shit out of that country, okay, probably not going to get elected again.
Well, you better come up with a fantastic public relations campaign talking about how you really had to.
Yeah, I mean,
you didn't want to. Everybody knows you didn't want to, but here's how you had to. And if it's compelling, you'll be reelected.
Yeah.
And if it's not, you won't.
So, the idea that politicians are all liars is bullshit, because it's always more complicated than that. The idea that, politics is stupid and the government's just going to try and rip you off no matter who's in office. Again, it's way too simplistic. I think that's the bill of goods that has been sold to kind of our generation, and there's
it's to make us apathetic so we don't participate, because when we don't participate, the people that do get whatever they want.
Yeah.
If you want to buy if you stop and think about it, the only reason that you can buy politicians, through your campaign donations and that sort of thing, is because they know the only people that vote are the schmucks that believe commercials.
Yeah.
If you actually participate yourself, you pay a little bit of attention, you do a little bit of work, you can be rewarded. That's the whole bill of goods they've sold us, is that you can't. And the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter how much money you spend, if none of us are buying the load of crap you're selling, you won't get into office. And you don't want that.
Yeah.
So you'll give us at least some of what we want.
Well,
I'm just saying, it's in your self-interest to participate.
This is true. And, one of the things that shocked me when I learned about it is, the idea that of negative campaign ads and the purpose behind them. There's a couple of different purposes behind negative campaign ads, but one of the purposes behind negative campaign ads is, what negative campaign ads do? They keep independents home.
Yes, they do.
Fewer people vote when there's a negative campaign. So if you're running for an elected office and you have a really strong base, if,
If you can keep the independents and some of the other guys' people home,
Yeah.
then you win.
Yeah.
It's a question, it's decreasing voter turnout is how you succeed in politics for the most part.
Yeah, yeah, and so it's games like that that are being played all the time. This idea that politicians lie, the idea that politics has no effect on your day-to-day life, and all the things, all the reasons to be apathetic about politics have all been put in place in order to manipulate the average voter. All the stuff has. I think, vote and realize that everyone's trying to manipulate you.
Well, you know my position on that. Everyone's trying to manipulate everyone all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
You smile at somebody, so they smile back. You ask somebody for something in a nice tone of voice, you're manipulating them. I mean, everything you do is we're social animals. Everything we do is to manipulate other people.
I agree.
You need to be aware of it and not take brutal manipulation, people that are literally emotionally pushing you around.
Yeah.
Not take those commercials where they show, crying babies or, Mitt Romney running out of a burning building carrying a schnauzer. That would, right there, I might vote for Mitt Romney.
That is a good, we should try and sell that to them.
Mitt Romney with a schnauzer running out of a burning building.
Hair, perfectly in place.
Well, yeah.
Helmet and, like charred pieces of wood bouncing off of it.
Yeah.
We really should get into politics. I think,
we really should.
At least for, the whole campaigning, and we'd make some good campaign videos.
I think we would. I think we would.
This is a good idea. So, ultimately, I don't give a shit what you put on your Facebook page, but I think what is put on your Facebook page, is kind of representative of your beliefs and what you're going to do politically.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is. The people that even you put something there to be funny.
Sure.
But you put something fairly apathetic because you don't take the question seriously. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you don't take the question seriously is telling. That's the point is, hey, I'm not taking this question seriously.
And it seems to be, not cool to take it seriously.
Yep. And that, again, coolness being apathy, wow. I don't believe our generation bought that load of crap.
Oh, my God. It really did, though.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I'm slacker cool.
Yeah, yeah, and
the last generation, because we're both in our 30s. The last generation that our parents were basically hippies. It was cool to be involved, and that caused a lot of problems with the establishment.
Yeah, they didn't like that so much.
Right. So slowly but surely, what becomes cool. And I'm not saying it's a deliberate attempt, a mass conspiracy. I'm just saying slowly but surely the powers that be do get to push a little bit. Even if they don't know what they're trying to do, they know what they want, and they push. And then when something does elicit less voter turnout, make people less active, make people more apathetic, that gets done more often.
Yeah.
Because a great way to manipulate people is to make them stay home. People are lazy. They want to stay home. They want to not participate.
And, the position we wind up in, I would say at this point is, people put on their Facebook deal, I don't care about politics. Mm-hmm. And the other option is for people to put on their Facebook deal ooh, I'm true blue Democrat through and through. And those people are regarded as the Mormons who come to your door trying to preach. And I think, what comes part and parcel with this whole, too cool to care kind of aspect is anyone who does actually say, you know what, we should get people together and get them out there and go oh, you're one of those people.
Yep.
One of those people who, I don't even want to, I don't want to talk politics.
Seriously, if you don't want to talk politics and you don't want to talk, this is the problem I have is nobody ever wants to talk about politics or religion.
Right.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Survivor? Is that even still in the air? American Idol, maybe? I don't know.
Pretty sure it is. I think
that's what you want to talk about? That I am totally disinterested in that in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah. And, I'm not even all that interested in politics. It's as much as I am interested in the fact that it's fun to have a discussion because there's a ton of different aspects and angles and avenues.
There are different perspectives. There are different opinions. There are different ways of looking at things. There's stuff to play with. There's raw materials to work with. It's more enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but we're all apathetic. So, all right. Well, that's I would say that's our public service announcement there. So
I'd agree. I'd agree. That works out pretty well.
Change your damn Facebook political affiliation.
I will tell you what mine is.
What is yours?
Mine is under politics. I support the Obama doctrine.
Is it really?
It is.
All right. Well, we should convince as many people as we can to change their political views to I support the Obama doctrine.
I don't care what doctrine you support. You can support the McCain doctrine for all I care.
Can I support the Monroe doctrine?
Yeah, well, I do support the Monroe doctrine.
Good.
And I believe in manifest destiny, because if you don't manifest destiny, it won't have been destiny.
Yeah, you'll be destinyless.
Right, and that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, destitute, I think.
You would you'd be destined to be destitute?
Yeah, I would say. Well, although you wouldn't be destined to be destitute, because if you didn't manifest destiny, you wouldn't be destined
you're
at all.
destined to be it. You can't manifest destiny, so your destiny will never come to pass. It can still be your destiny. So it's never come to pass because it has not manifested. To manifest destiny, there has to be destiny that has not manifested yet, so you need to manifest it.
I think you're onto something.
Oh, yeah. See, I am a wordsmith.
Or on something.
That would also make some modicum of sense.
Yeah. All right, so you working on anything fun for Sunday there, Josh?
Oddly enough, I'm working on the crossroads of politics and religion. Trying to find something interesting, something really juicy to sink my teeth into.
Yeah.
I've got a fair amount of information, fair amount of data, but nothing's really tickled me yet.
Well, you got to talk about a primary source journal article or
I know,
a court
that's my
case on
problem.
that. I'm going to have to try and figure out some sort of science involved in politics and religion. This show is putting us both outside of our comfort zone.
Yes, it is.
You would have thought it would have been the Buddhist or abortion show, but no, it's the religion and politics where we got
which is completely counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Ah, well.
We'll muddle through, and I'm sure we'll get some interesting callers. I'm hoping somebody from Kansas. I think I'm going to rent a biplane and, drop leaflets in Kansas.
Ooh, you could also have one of those ones that has the tail behind it where you can read it while it's still on the plane.
Yeah, those are nice.
Or skywriting.
Well, both.
Any plane motif, really.
Yeah. Or a helicopter.
That's how they do advertising in Kansas.
That's what I hear. Well, it's very flat.
Well, yeah, you can see those things from a mile away.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is a good plan. We're gonna hire a biplane, and then we'll get back to you on Sunday.
All right. Until then.
Yep.